Hi everyone, welcome to Kole Sukailu, Real Aikaiwa Shadowing. Let's get started with today's shadowing lesson. Listen to today's real native conversation. Focus on the rhythm and shadow along. Hyomo, Ishoni, Step Up, Shimasho. Practice daily to master vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, and rhythm. Repeat. Try again and again. Zehi. Shanaru no Toroku wo. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Okay, are you ready? Here we go.
You know, it's funny how often we need to ask for a little extra time to think, especially in online meetings.
Right? It's like, hold on a sec, brain's still loading. It's not always instant, especially when you're trying to navigate all the complexities of a discussion and figuring out what you want to say.
Exactly. So we've all been there. What are some smart ways to buy yourself a bit of thinking time?
Well, instead of just blanking out, you could say something like, that's a really interesting point. Can I have a moment to gather my thoughts?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. It's polite, and it shows you're actually engaging with what was just said, not just tuning out.
Yeah. Another one I like is, let me just take a second to consider that. It's simple, and it works. Just buying yourself a moment to respond effectively.
Totally. It's also good to be direct sometimes, like, I need a little time to process this. Short and sweet.
Yep. And then what about, before I give you an answer, I'd like to reflect on this briefly. It's a fancy way to say you need a minute, but it sounds really professional.
Totally. That adds a layer of thoughtfulness to the moment. Makes it feel like you're not just stalling for time, but giving it some serious consideration.
Exactly. And then you can't forget the classic, can I get back to you on that? It's a foolproof way to politely postpone your response if you need a deeper dive or more clarification.
Yeah, it's like saying, I've heard you, and I'm going to give you a real answer later on.
Yeah, and it's so much better than just stumbling over your words, These are so much smoother. It can make or break a meeting.
True. It shows you're present and active, even when you need time. Okay, so just to recap those handy phrases, it's like, that's a really interesting point. Can I have a moment to gather my thoughts? Followed by, let me just take a second to consider that. And then we had, I need a little time to process this. Then, before I give you an answer, I'd like to reflect on this briefly. And last but not the least, can I get back to you on that?
All right, we've finished today's lesson. How did you find it? Kyomo Sukoshi Zutsu Step Up. Dekimashita ne. Hontoni. Sugoi desu. Please let me know your thoughts or requests in the comments. And, Zehi cheneru no toroku wo, yoroshiku onegai shimasu. I'm looking forward to seeing you all again. Ashita mo, ishoni, gambari mashone. See you next time. Bye-bye.